before you start this, you probably want to loosen your tire lug bolts. One thing I'll use, since this has low clearance for this car, I use a smaller 3-ton jack stand, and I just jack it up and put it right under the jack plate on the BMWs, and you'll know you're pretty close by feeling it and also looking at the little circle on the trim. There's a little cap on each side, and if you take just a little screwdriver and it'll pop off. And then we have this other little thing. Okay, on this one I feel around it and I see that the mounting hardware is okay, so I didn't buy that. The only bolt we're going to have to worry about today on the top end is this one, not the two others. If we were doing the whole assembly, then we would switch that out too. But on this last bolt, if you've never done anything on this, tires should just kind of, I take the 5 lug bolts and I'm just going to put them here where it's organized. This tire, sometimes this one just came right off, but a lot of times you have to bump it or whatever and it'll come off because the bolts are the only thing attaching it. Now that we have the tire off, we can see our back rotor, and it's a good time to just test your brake pads. Also, I have a little bit left. This side was not the one that made me decide to change the shocks, but basically once we undo the bolt up there, this is going to come down, and there's another bolt right there. Okay. The one to remove the tires is a 17 millimeter. What I do now is I move this jack. I'm going to place it right under the tire armor. And please comment if you see any things that I've done wrong. I'm just gonna give it a little support right there, because the minute I release that bolt up there, that thing will drop down. That'll keep it in place where we can put the tires right back on and get right back on the road. This is not a hard job at all. This is the right stuff. I did shoot a PB blaster on here, but this is an 18 millimeter. We're going to do my pipe trick. Okay. This is a big long pipe, and it works. If I had a breaker bar, it would just, that broke it loose. Okay. Now remember, we have the jack holding this thing up, just in case. Now this is a long bolt. Okay. That releases the shock. Bolt is going to go on the square side. Only thing left to do is take that bolt, let it drop. Okay, here's our old shock. What we want to do is salvage this piece right here. Put it down. And this piece right here. We're going to put this right on the other shock, right before we put it in. So remember, we wanted this piece right here. Cover it up. That's the boot. Now we're going to put it back together, just like we took them out.